Hello and welcome. We're here to wrap the markets up for you, and well, after 6 consecutive days of consolidation, we have finally seen the Nifty break down. In fact, we've seen the Nifty lose the 8400 mark, closing below the mark of 8350. Let's take a look at what's happened today. We've actually seen the Nifty hold on to around consolidate for most of the first half of the session, and it's only after round 1 is when we've seen a steady decline, eventually closing below 83.59. On the whole, not a very good day as far as the benchmarks are concerned, and that's also what's reflected in our poll of the day as well.
That's correct, Agam. The poll question asked if Nifty would hold on to that 8400 mark today. 60% had said no, but a significant 40% had said yes. So I'm assuming today's fall would have surprised quite a few market participants, but all of this pressure was on the back of just average turnovers.
Yes, the turnovers were average, though we have seen a little bit of pickup when it comes to derivatives. What really stands out in the derivatives market, at least in the index futures, is that Nifty has seen an unwinding of long positions, and the Nifty Bank Index has actually seen an addition of fresh short positions. So this could be something of a concern when it comes to traders. Let's take a look at what's happening in the options market today. What we've really seen is an increase and more writing in the 8400 call, whereas we have seen an unwinding, and this is of course expected because we have seen the Nifty move below the mark of 8400. When it comes to maximum open interest, that once again has shifted back to the 8000 put, and on the upside it is the 8400 call, which gives you a broad sense of where the Nifty is going to hang around for the coming few sessions.
Having said that, Agam, let's move on to what really dragged the Nifty lower today. Let's come back to Axis Bank and earnings for that. Now, Axis Bank fell the most, saw the biggest intraday drop since 26th October. That's a 7.5% gone on that stock. But that was contributing nearly 23% to the drop in the Sensex index today.
Right.
Brokerages, of course, the multiple price target cuts coming in for the bank after Q3 earnings, Letdown. So Macquarie, Goldman Sachs, PNB Paribas, Jefferies, all of these broking firms have cut their target price by anywhere between 3.5% to 10.5% as slippages from the non-watch list rose, and they accounted for higher credit costs for the bank. But Agam, having said that, Adani Power and Canara Bank earnings were equally disappointing.
Well, it was diverse, I would say. You know what, when it comes to Adani Power, we have seen a drop, in fact a loss of around 325 crores, and we've also seen the margins shrink, which is why we have seen a lot of weakness in Adani Power. Canara Bank, the profit has moved up by as much as 280%, but as far as its asset quality is concerned, well, that remains at an elevated level. So when it comes to the gross NPA levels for this quarter, it stands at around 9.97 as against 981 basis points on a sequential basis. So that is something that could be of a little bit of concern going forward.
Because now your gross NPAs are almost touching that 10% mark.
Right.
Now they're going to exceed that.
Right.
And having said that, that big jump, year-on-year jump number also of over 200%, that number looks big because of the low base that we had actually seen last year,
yes,
because of the significant provisioning that came in the previous year's quarter due to RBI's asset quality review. But it was banks, metals and realty stocks which were under tremendous pressure today. Losers were led by Axis Bank, of course, Adani Ports, Bank of Baroda, Tata Motors, all of these losing well above 3%. So all indices ended in red except Telecom and FMCG, which closed just flat. Idea Cellular and Bharti Airtel were the lone 1% plus gainers. Of course, you had Sunil Bharti Mittal telling Bloomberg Cohen that the Vodafone Idea Cellular merger made good business sense. That apart, you also had Yes Bank, which continued to build on its strength after a good set of numbers, but not a very good day for the mid caps either.
No, certainly. You know, the advanced decline ratios also worsened from what we saw yesterday. Today we have just one gainer for every 5 losers in the broader market. Of course, in terms of what's really lost out in trade today is Adani Power, owing to its disappointing earnings. This is followed by Sensex Industries, which has also declined by as much as 7.5%. Mangalore Refineries, followed by Jain Irrigation, as well as Canara Bank. All of these are losing out substantially in today's day of trade. Ruchi Soya, on the other hand, is on up move, gaining as much as 13%. Bhushan Steel, KRBL, Cera Sanitaryware, as well as Tex Macro Rail has also gained to a certain extent. But as we can see from the advanced decline ratio, it's not looking very encouraging when it comes to the people or the traders who have bullish positions in the market right now. But of course, we're going to have plenty to watch out for today as well as moving to the weekend and then Monday.
That's correct, Agam. In terms of domestic cues and earnings, of course, we have Ultratech Cement earnings which are going to come out tomorrow. But the bigger event which the entire global economy is going to be focused on is going to be Donald Trump's inaugural address. He's going to be sworn in as the US President later today, close to about 8 p.m. India time. So, of course, we're going to be watching out for that, and you can always tune into BloombergQuint.com for more details on that. And on the back of that, we're talking to Arvind Sanjay of Geosphere Capital Management today at 6:30 p.m. to talk about the road ahead for the US economy and to get an FI perspective on India. So we'll see you then at 6:30. Till then, it's goodbye.